you got cancelled in November, what we can do, like cancelled, sorry, not cancelled. What we can do is that all the way from that date, I can make you dispute the amount.
Huh?
I can make you dispute the amount. I can send you to my level 2, and I'll just explain them the story. Just validate some information with you. Talk to another agent. Explain him the situation so you don't have to do it the second time. And from there, I'll just transfer you over, and he'll tell you what the next steps are going to be, if the charges are valid or not.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Sorry?
Yeah, you do that.
Okay. Alright, so I started at the date of November 14th, 2018, just to be sure. On that bill, there was a 336 outstanding balance. From there on the next bill, which was December 14th, you made a payment of 336 and 65 for the full balance. On that bill, you got charged for 598 and 46 services.
I can barely hear you, but I have my own notes. I have my own notes too, and I have to get my notes. They're not here, they're at the other address. So it's like, I don't know, I could try to do this again, because I have to add up all the bills. I have to get my notes, because I made a spreadsheet on, you gotta see what I had to make. I had to make one on the bills from the internet, the paper bills, and then for 2 different addresses, and I had to add them all up, and then I got to make another column for what was supposed to happen, because there's what's said online, which is different than what I was sent on paper, which is different than what was supposed to have really happened. So there's a lot of variables, and they're all conflicting. So I have to organize all the information into one big chunk that I could just see right in front of me, and then that's the only way you're gonna be able to coherently understand this, because it's so confusing. There's like no other way to do it, because it'll be like, okay, this is what the internet said, this is what the internet billing said, this is what the paper billing said, and this is what was supposed to happen. And then it'll be like, this month, this is what the internet paper said, this is what internet billing said, this is what paper billing showed, and this is what was supposed to happen, from what I remember. Now, I remember the gist of it, most of it. I have a lot of stuff recorded also. So that'll even be another thing too. Another column will be like maybe the recordings on what was actually done. So there's going to be like a lot of information. Like, it's not a simple thing. There's so much information that's conflicting. It's hard to find out what really happened and what was supposed to have happened. It's usually not this difficult for the fucking phone company. It's usually really simple. It's usually a simple thing, but it's really complicated now. I don't know why. I don't know how it got so complicated. Is it always like this?
No.
Usually you pay for the phone, Bell turns the phone and the internet on, and then you pay for it, and then they fuck off. That's usually how it's done. And they don't get into your life and other bullshit and waste your fucking time. Because that's like I don't know, that's for idiots. I don't really want to be with an idiot company. So that's why I canceled.
I understand. Sorry about that too.
You understand, I know. So, by the way, your modems too, they got a lot of weird software running on them and stuff. That's easily provable.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Your modems, they have weird software running on them. Did you know that?
Oh, weird software?
Yeah, like fucking media servers and stuff. They open up a whole bunch of ports too. They open up ports. They have a lot of security flaws. But that's for the technical guys. That's different than you. That's for the smart guys. There's also, what do you call it? A third radio built into your Wi-Fi routers that you can't shut off. There's 3 radios, 2 5 gigahertz and a 2.4. You can access the first 2 radios, the 2.4 and the 5, but there's another 5 that always you can't do nothing with it. It's always on. It's always on, and it's always moving a lot of data, and nobody knows why.
Okay, I understand.
It's probably something to do with surveillance, I'd imagine. I don't see why else.
I
There's no other reason to move data unless you're surveillancing. There's really no other reason. It's like, what data is being moved around that I don't want? Well, it's my personal data. There's nothing else. It's really that simple.
Yeah, I understand. You're learning things right now.
Looks bad. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all.
I'm sorry about that.
Looks really bad.
Okay, so like I was saying, I understand that it could take a while. Do you have the time to do this right now? I'm really trying to help you, even if you have the time and it takes me 1 more hour to help you out finish the situation today and do it the most efficient way. I'll do it with you right now. There's no problem. If you don't have time, I understand. If you want to just
no, it's not that I don't have time. I don't have the information with me because it got that complicated that I have to put that much time into it to try to figure it out so that we could help each other.
Of course.
Because I want to help you too.
Yes,
Everybody's trying to help here. We're all helpers. So I also would like to help you, but in order to do that, I have to consolidate all the information. And there's, like I said, there's at least 3 different sources of information that are conflicting.
Yeah, I understand. There's a paper, the internet, and then what should have happened. You explained that to me. I understood that clearly.
So if you don't mind,
it totally makes sense.
would you want me to personally talk to you? Can I call? Is there a way to talk to one person all the time? See, that's another big problem too, because here's another problem, is that you keep talking to different people and nobody knows what the other guy talked about. You know what I mean? And it's like, usually you would leave notes that the other person would pick up on, but the notes aren't accurate. So we're kind of stuck in a situation where you can't solve the problem. I started seeing that and I just kind of almost gave up. I was just like, okay, well, I just try to record it all and we'll just expose it publicly and just like, I don't know, what else can you do? It's really your only defense.
I understand. So what I'm going to do right now, sir, so I'm going to make your life more easier and for next agents as well. I'm just going to write some detailed notes of everything that was told between you and me. Even though, like you told me, you're not ready to go to level 2 right now because you want to gather all the right information. I totally understand that. But I'm just going to make a detailed note about everything. Then I'm just going to write it. So next time that you get a call from us, you just have, once you do properly identify yourself like you did with me, just tell the agent that's talking to you, go look at the note. I talked to an agent, I explained to him everything, and he told me that he put the notes out on my file. You understand what I mean, sir? So it's going to be easier for the next agent. You're just going to restart where we ended the conversation, if you understand what I mean.
I can't really understand you, but I think you said that. I think you said you're going to make notes so the next time I talk to an agent, it'll be easy
to just restart where we left.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, and you understand what I mean, but I have to just consolidate the information and you understand that from your own notes they're very confusing. From even what you read doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Okay, so as long as we know where the errors are, that's what's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you want me to as well tell you what could have complicated the things like that? Is that there's another account that's opened under your name while this account was I know that it's not your fault and that it's the other person's fault that told you to activate 2 accounts. And it already happened to me, a situation like this where another client, it was complicated because it was the same thing. You told me that you had 2 active accounts at the same time, right?
Well, I had 2 active accounts and I didn't know it shouldn't. It was advised to me from you to do that, from a Bell agent. And I should have just transferred. You want to know what really should have happened? They could have transferred the services for like $20, and everything would have been fine. Now, why wouldn't an agent know that? Why wouldn't an agent know the simplest way to handle moving addresses? Why wouldn't they suggest that?
I understand.
As a client, I don't really know. I'm not really professional at like how to handle your business, right? Because it's not my business. I don't give internet to people. But if it was my business, I would probably suggest the easiest ways that made the most sense. Now, I figured this out after like months of bullshit. Then I found out, you could have just transferred the services to a different address for $20 and everything would have been fine. And it was like, okay, well, maybe I wish that would have been suggested to me. It's like, how would I know that that's a good suggestion? I don't know. It's not my business. It's I ask you, what's your advice? And then they'll tell me something, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess. But then I find out that they're gonna try to fuck you over, and then they'll make it your fault because I'm supposed to know your business, which makes no sense. And then they'll say, well, it's your fault because you're supposed to know. It's like, how am I supposed to know? It's not my business.
Of course, I totally understand that. That's why I'm trying to help you as much as I can right now.
But anyhow, at the end of it all, you know, it never happened with Kojiko. And with Bell, here's another thing too. I was with you guys for I don't know how many years with TV and not internet, but TV and phone. And everything was fine. Like it seemed like it was, I was probably paying a little too much for the TV because I guess I could have got it cheaper if I would have got like different packages, but I never knew that either. It's like, how am I supposed to know these things? Like every single person that pays for something with all the expenses they have in their life, they're not going to go over and research every single payment over and over. Oh, my car insurance, my phone bill, my TV, my internet, my electricity. Every month I'm going to go and do a big research campaign because I might save some money. Like, nobody does that.
I understand, too. Really sorry about that.
So it's like, I don't know if they're trying to say it's my fault, but it's like, this is ridiculous.
I understand. That's why I'm trying to help you.
Okay.
If you want, I can give you my name and my employee number, so that maybe if anything happens or anything like that, you can just refer my name, just so they can refer to me. But unfortunately, we cannot transfer between. Like once you reach an agent or an agent reaches you, we cannot transfer client to another agent.
Well, it's like, I don't know what to say. It's like, okay, well, that's good because it's like, you know, it costs more money to play this game than it is just to pay the bill. Like, I don't know how much money they're getting extra by doing this loop around nonsense, but in time, it literally costs more than it will getting $100, $200. Like it's ridiculous. And even if they did, it wouldn't be worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, there's easier ways to make money or something. Like, I don't know. Instead of like running in circles and wasting, like somebody to talk on the phone for a couple hours. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's crazy. It's wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
So in the meantime, sure, give me your name and thing. I'm really busy because I deal with shit like this. This is like a career now for me. To just simple things are complicated. So it's like, I don't know why. It's like, I think it's a communist thing.
Alright,
it's like some weird kind of communism that's infiltrated our society. But okay, if you can, Bell rep, Bell. What department are you in?
Closed account department.
So there's a Bell closed account department, CO. Department. Okay, excellent. Now, like the last couple of days I talked to you guys were so cool. It was so refreshing. It was like I got an unlock code. I ported my number over, and it was just like, it was awesome. It was really convenient. It was like normal, and it was like how it was supposed to be. And I don't know. It was always like that before, and now it wasn't, and it was like it's strange. So if you want, you can give me, I guess, your name, and I don't know. I could just make reference to you, I suppose.
Yeah, I can give you my name and my employee number. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I don't mean to be rude, but it's very.
Yeah, of course, no worries. I understand that can be frustrating.
Honestly, I was nice for like 100 times, and it was like it got me nowhere. And then I started getting mad, and I'm really patient too.
I understand.
Like honestly, I'm really patient, and it's like, but it's like after so much, it's like it does kind of wear you down.
I understand, sir. I understand. All right, so I'm gonna spell out my name. Tell me when you're ready. Ready?
Thank you. I have a pen. I'm ready.
Okay. S like sun.
Okay.
O.
S what? O.
F like friend.
Okay.
I like inside.
Okay.
A like apple.
Okay.
N like N.
Like Nancy?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And E like Eric.
And who?
E like Eric.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my name.
Sofian?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Sofian.
Okay, and my employee number is E like Eric, C like Zebra.
PLO. I have a really time hearing you, but what is it?
Easy. E like Eric, Z like zebra.
Okay, easy.
64
Okay.
0
Okay.
59.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, like maybe in a couple days I have some things to get caught up on, and I have a spreadsheet that I was already putting together that has all the information, and I'm gonna put it all into one, like I said, and then I'm just gonna like call back, and it's like it almost seems like it keeps increasing, like the amount that you're trying to say I owe you, and it's like I don't really know how, and it's like I don't know what would end up happening with this, like, but it's just like it's really weird. And even the modem, like, okay, even the other modem, like, am I not supposed to? How am I supposed to return it?
You don't have the PO number in the boxes?
I don't have anything. When I called and canceled it 2 weeks ago, on the June 10th, I was told that they said that they would mail something. I think they would mail something where I don't even know. It was. She said something like.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a PR number.
Okay.
So that's a number you bring to the Post Canada. Once you have the equipment, each piece of equipment goes in a separate box. So let's say you have 3 receivers, you have 3 boxes, 2 receiver, 2 boxes, 1 receiver, 1 box.
I just have a modem. That's it, dude. So it's real simple.
Okay, yeah,
I bought all the receivers, cash.
Yeah. So it's just one box. You take a PR number, you bring it to the cashier of Post Canada, you give it to her, and it'll be totally charge free.
Thank you. What's the PR number then?
So P like Patrick, R like Richard.
Okay.
77. 10.
Okay.
39.
Okay, good. All right, no problem.
And please, once you do that, once you do ship the equipment, please just call us back with the tracking number.
Oh, okay, no problem. Now, let me ask you something real quick. If you have the information in front of you, for 2650 Kenora, do you have the information in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. When does it say that the internet was canceled at that address?
I'll tell you right now. The thing here is that it doesn't tell me what exact service was canceled. But here I can see that 2 services were canceled on the... Wait... So... Like I told you, so on the 10th of June there was a cancellation. And there's also... Oh no, sorry, this is 10th of May, my mistake. And the other one was on the 5th of June.
10th, okay, so 10th of May and 5th of June.
Of June, yeah, this is what I have here.
Okay. 10th of May at this address, but you don't know what. It just says something was canceled. 10th of May and 5th of June. Something canceled at 2650 Kenora. Which is automatically not proper because there was nothing here that needed to be canceled.
Like that?
At that address.
Okay, I understand.
So that's another thing that's wrong. Like we could probably just find this stuff all day long.
Yeah, so I wrote it down.
Okay, thank you. I just like that's what I mean. Sometimes I just throw little things out there that I do know 100% with certainty, just to see what you would say, just to see what notes. Sorry, not what you would say, but what notes are written down on my behalf. And just right there, that's wrong.
I understand.
So it seems like there's a lot of errors on your side.
Yeah, I understand. So, like I told you, if you're ready, we can proceed with the level 2 right now. But you told me that you rather gather all the information that you took down. So once you do that, we can Next time we'll give you a call, you give us a call, we can transfer you over to level 2.
Let me ask you too, these phone numbers, are they owned by Bell themselves or are they regulated by government? Because this is my old phone number. And I needed it because I had to access some of my accounts. You know how they do it now through the phone, and they send you text messages. So, but I'm just wondering, does this number actually belong to your company, or is this just like the numbers belong to everybody? They're regulated maybe through a third party or another governing body, and then you guys just distribute them. I'm not sure. Would you happen to know that information?
I'm sorry, you just, in your last sentence, I didn't quite hear you.
I just said, does this phone number actually belong to Bell? Like, do you guys own certain phone numbers?
What do you mean? Yes, this phone number belongs to Bell.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Like, this is the department of, this is the number of my department.
No, like my phone number, because like,
Oh, this, okay, I would not be able to answer that question, really sorry about that.
Yeah, because it's funny, the second I reactivated this, because I'm with a different provider now. I'm with, what do you call it? I'm with Freedom Mobile, and it's interesting. It's like right away Bell called me. The second I got that working, Bell called me right away.
Okay, well, I would not be able to answer you because this is an automated system, sir.
Okay, just wondering. All right, though, so we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for your time, Sofiane.
Yeah, thank you as well, sir.
Sorry I didn't mean to be rude to you, but it gets very frustrating after some time.
Yeah, of course.
When I consolidate the information, I'll be sure to call you back.
Perfect, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Goodbye.
What is that called? That's called failed.